How's it going, folks? Welcome to another Lost Judgment video. Today we're going to be taking a brief look at some of the new mechanics or enhancements that the Lost Judgment demo demonstrates, and we're going to talk about them briefly. Before I get into it, I want to mention that if you're looking to try out the demo for yourself, you're able to access it through the Japanese PlayStation Store at the moment, and I'm not 100% certain, but I do think that's currently the only way you can get your hands on it. We're likely going to get it on the other regions of the PlayStation Store at some point, hopefully. So for the time being, you're likely going to need a Japanese PSN account. And for that, you can look up a tutorial on how to make one. There's plenty of them on YouTube, and I'm sure you can get it done in no time. With that being said, let's dive in and take a look at what we can gather from the demo. Tailing returns in Lost Judgment with slight differences and one small addition that we can see in the demo. A lot of people found this mechanic to be tedious, boring, annoying, you name it, and it's easy to see why. The way it's different in the sequel is that you now have a button that allows you to act natural to avoid suspicion. And at first I thought this was really nice to have for when you get backed into a corner whenever the AI decides to look back at you out of nowhere. But unfortunately, we're not going to be able to use this indefinitely. There is a limit to how long you can use it for, so you'll have to be careful when to and when not to use it. It's also worth noting that you can increase the duration you can use it for through abilities. As for hiding places, it seems that this game automatically hides you once you approach certain edges, unlike its predecessor where you see a highlight for every hiding spot, and you would have to go there yourself and press a button to hide. One problem I saw with this while playing the demo is that there are places you may think could be used as hiding places, but the game doesn't have that spot registered as one, so you would have to find something else. Another issue I have with tailing, at least in the demo, is that the detection meter does not seem to go down. If anyone has found anything such as needing an upgrade in this game for that to go down, do let me know. Otherwise, I think this will honestly just make people dislike tailing even more. Taking photo evidence is another thing that you will have to do in this game. And honestly, I'm just gonna let this video speak for itself. Investigating is another returning mechanic from the first game, and honestly there's not much to say about this one because it is mostly the same. However, it is worth noting that they added a small thinking mechanic that is supposed to help you for whenever you're out of ideas. New to this game is a parkour system that has you climbing around buildings to reach a destination. There is a grip gauge that gives a sense of urgency to make a move, otherwise you'll fall down and you'll have to restart from the beginning. You also may find items on the way to your goal, which is pretty nice. Oh, and you'll also find some cats napping, so that's cool. It's a simple addition, but one that is at least interactive in a way. This isn't exactly new, but it's much more fleshed out than that one stealth mission in Yakuza 6 where all you could really do is just walk slowly. Now, you're supposed to try to look at things of interest, sneak around guards, grab key items to be able to proceed, and you can even toss coins to distract guards and then be able to take them out. This one may be a hit or miss depending on whether or not you like stealth. Lockpicking makes an appearance in the demo, and while there's little they can do to make it any better, I do think that the dynamic 3D aspect to it now makes it feel a lot more interactive and more satisfying to succeed with. This is the one thing I'm sure most people at least will be happy with. I'm happy to say that the combat in this game has never felt so smooth. There's changes that are as small as crane style having its own unique stance and dodging animations, to bigger things such as new X actions that make the combat feel so much more satisfying. The ability to style switch so quickly in X Burst is going to add a whole new layer of stylishness and swiftness while fighting. The new Sky Dancer ability is also definitely going to shake things up a bit, especially seeing as you can upgrade it to the extent of it giving you immunity to bullets while in use. There's also something called perfect dodging, which I tried using but haven't been successful in doing so. I'm not sure if we need an ability to be able to use it, similar to how we actually need to unlock abilities to be able to use Sky Dancer, but that aside, there's several options in the skill tree that will appeal to people who appreciate counters and parries. Generally speaking, the abilities in this game looks absolutely bonkers, and it's going to be fun experimenting with everything once the full game comes out. In conclusion, Lost Judgment brings enough to the table to make it feel different from its predecessor, and it definitely brings more than enough for combat for you to feel a difference for the better. Lost Judgment is going to be released in about 2 weeks from now, and I hope it's going to be an enjoyable experience for everyone. That's all for this video, and I leave you with some new X actions to enjoy. Peace!
Yeah!